is Koi, and today I will be interviewing my friend Owen with a series of questions. Hello, Owen.
Hello, Coy.
Do you ready to answer?
I am.
First one is, do you like video games?
Oh God, yes. I love games, and I have for a long time.
What are your favorite types of games?
I like first-person shooters. I like science fiction games, and I like World of Warcraft. I know that's not a type of game, but
Yeah. How long have you been playing it?
the World of Warcraft or video games.
The video games.
Okay. I've been playing video games since I was a child. My parents actually bought their first personal computer the year before I was born. So I grew up with a game controller in my hand.
So there's no reason to ask if anyone got you into the game business,
The game
the
business?
gaming world.
Oh, the gaming world. Well, I mean, my parents got a computer. Video games were out. They got them. So my parents. Blame my parents.
Okay, so when was your first impression?
I don't remember my first impression of video games. Honestly, like I started playing video games when I was about 2 years old.
2 years old? That's very soon.
I was very young. That was when I was old enough to move my fingers on the keyboard.
Have you ever played online games?
Many times.
What do you think of it?
I think online games are an amazing way to waste time. I think they're a lot of fun, and I think they're designed to be either a huge waste of time or a huge waste of money, or both.
Do you think you should continue to play online games?
I don't. I don't play any video games these
Uh,
days.
what is your favorite online games?
Well, like I said, the only online game I ever played for long was World of Warcraft. And I played that for a total of 9 years by the calendar and about 5 years of total game playing, active game playing.
Uh, yes, are there any funny moments when you play with your friends?
Yeah, of course, but they wouldn't translate well to an outside audience because unless people know World of Warcraft or knew my friends, they wouldn't be funny.
What are the pros and cons of online games in your opinion?
Again, the cons are that they take a lot of time or they take a lot of money if you want to do well. The pros are complex. You can learn how to manage large projects. You can learn how to manage, for example, a 40-person team, all attacking the same target, the same objective. Those are actually fairly useful skills. In the same way that, for example, the US CIA and the United States Air Force routinely recruit top video game players as drone pilots. They get them to enter the Air Force Academy and go through and graduate as drone pilots. That's one example of real world skills coming out of video games. There are many more. Online games are no exception. Managing a large team, online games. Managing a large complex project in a single afternoon, online games. Good for that. You have to develop a lot of patience and discipline. You have to be dedicated to your goals if you want to reach them. Things like that.
So what are the qualities of old and present day games?
Well, old games are, I mean, there's no comparison whatsoever. The games I grew up playing were first generation video games. Games like Pong, games like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man. Those barely count as video games these days. I mean, they're so simple. The first time I remember being utterly amazed by a video game was when I saw Super Mario Brothers on the 8-bit Nintendo, and I thought it was just so amazing how bright the colors were, because I'd only ever played really crappy video games before that. Then again, Super Street Fighter for the Super Nintendo, my God. Or Street Fighter 2, I'm sorry. Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. My God, these were whole new worlds, and then PlayStation comes out and you have a fighting game like Tekken, and that's something new. in terms of games. And old versus new, that's like comparing, I don't know, a single-celled organism with a human being. The difference is just almost inconceivable to someone who hasn't seen it. I can't compare them. They're not the same thing anymore.
Yeah, thank you. So imagine you are the CEO of a large game company. What game would you make? Personally want to make?
If I could have any game made,
Yeah.
I would want like a really good, what's called a triple C, I'm sorry, 5C game. It's basically space exploration. You build up your home planet, you go out and colonize new planets, you research science, you fight enemy aliens, and you conquer the galaxy. I would love to see a game go from like conquering the planet to conquering the solar system to conquering the galaxy in steps. And I've thought of tons of things I would do to make it awesome. That's the game I would want to see.
So do I. This is quite a nice conversation. Thank you. Goodbye.